With kids not in school next week, the M.O.S.T has some interesting exhibits to keep them entertained.
Yeah, parents are definitely going to be excited about that right now. Our Brandon Roth is live in downtown Syracuse with a preview of what's going on there. Good morning, Brandon.
Good morning, Lisa. That's right. The M.O.S.T have special exhibits for when kids are off of school, and one of them is Extreme Deep, which they've transformed the whole upper floor here into all kinds of exhibits about deep underwater exploration. We have with us Peter Plumley, who's the director of exhibits here, also a professor up at SU. And let's talk about some of the exhibits so you can get a hands-on look. There's some really interesting deep water.
Yeah, it's 70% of the world's surface is underwater, and it's average 14,000 feet in depth. So it's quite deep. You know, it's up to 600 pounds per square inch when you get down to the bottom. So you need equipment that can really handle that kind of pressure.
This is a probe.
This is a probe. We have a model of Alvin, which was a Woods Hole Oceanographic Institute.
Kids get a hands-on chance to try out some of this because they have to be able to operate. There's no
interactives here, and there's one right here.
Yeah, we are here. This is Alvin's arm. We can try to actually move by using the handles here, and we can see through a video. This is just like explorers underwater. I'm going to try to, right here, tell me if the kids can get a chance to try to. This is kind of like that arcade game.
Yes.
But instead of the stuff, you get a scientific. I'm terrible at this. I can't. Okay, there you go. That's good for now. You get the idea. Okay, Craig, we'll get the idea, but basically now, this is just one of the exhibits. There's all kinds of exhibits, a lot of fun.
This is a good complement to our geology exhibit. It's, you know, that's on what you can see on land. This is what you can see in the oceans.
And it really is a whole other world down there. There's animals that there's no sunlight.
Well, in our lifetime, when we were born, they didn't know anything about the ocean floor. This is all recent, what's going on now. And this is a good place for kids to think about a career, oceanography.
That's what's so great about the M.O.S.T, because these exhibits are fun, but they're educational.
They're pointing to the future.
Yeah. And they point about really interesting things, you know, the mysteries of the deep. We don't know most of the ocean.
That's for sure. It's huge.
All right, well, there you have it. So if you want to come down, bring the kids down next week. The M.O.S.T is going to be actually open from Saturday through next Sunday. They have extended days that they're going to be open. And from 1 to 3 each day, they're going to have special exhibits for the kids. So a good opportunity to come on down, learn something, and have some fun, too. We're at the M.O.S.T this morning. Brandon Roth for Today in Central New York. Guys?
Brandon, thanks so much. I'm sure a lot of parents out there are really appreciative to hear all this.
Oh, yeah.
You know, sometimes it's hard to think about maybe ways to keep the kids entertained, especially when it's so cold and sometimes too cold to even play outside.
Exactly. And having something educational like the M.O.S.T right there at our fingertips, that's awesome.
Yeah. Thanks, Brandon.
And fun, too.
Yeah,
exactly.
Good point.